Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you are fine. Today, in this section, we are going to see about algebra. Okay, the new chapter, algebra. Algebra is not new for you. In your earlier classes, you have started learning the basics of algebra and you have learned about the addition and subtraction of algebraic terms also, isn't it? So now we are going to recall about the algebraic expressions and polynomials, and we are going to solve the problems based on the polynomials. Okay, so see, first algebraic expression. Okay, algebraic expressions are made of numbers, variables and symbols of mathematical operations. Isn't it? Algebraic expression, how will you find an algebraic terms and algebraic expression? The algebraic term or algebraic expression is the combination of numbers, variables and symbols of mathematical operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, that is called as an algebraic expression. Okay, see, for example, 5x square minus 2x minus 3. Here we are having the numbers, also we are having the variable, and using the mathematical operation, maybe you may have plus and minus, and we are see here using 5 into x square, mathematical operation, addition and subtraction. Such expressions are called algebraic expressions. Okay, so the algebraic term or expression is the combination of arithmetic numbers and variables and mathematical operations. Okay, fine. Next, we are going to see about the term. In that expression, what we can identify from the algebraic expression, what are the things we have to identify? Terms. Okay, terms is nothing but they are the countable. As you see here, 5x square plus 2x minus 3. How many terms are there? 1, 2, 3. Okay, the algebraic terms are separated by the mathematical operations. Each one is called as a term. Okay, it is separated by the mathematical operation. See here, how many terms are there in this example? 5x square, one term, and 2x, second term, minus 3. 3 terms are there. They are separated by the mathematics operation. Okay, they are called as the terms of the algebraic expression. If the expression is given, you know to identify how many terms are there, because based on the term only we are going to see the divisions of polynomial. Okay, what are the types of polynomial? So they are segregated by the mathematical operation. So for this, in this expression, how many terms? 1, 2, 3. Okay, see here, 5x square plus we have a mathematical operation. So this is the first term. After the plus, we are having the second term. Subtraction again. So this is the third term. So totally there are 3 terms. And variables. Variables usually will be the alphabet, English alphabet. Familiarly in algebra we will use the alphabet X and Y. Okay, apart from X and Y we can use any alphabet, but now most of the mathematicians use X and Y as the variable to solve the problem. What is the special thing about the variables? Okay, first it will be an alphabet, the alphabetic letter. Okay, so here in this expression, what is the alphabetic letter we used here? X. So X is called as the variable of this algebraic expression. Okay. Yes. Then the variables may change. Okay, will not remain same. They will change according to the content of the problem. Okay, the variable will have to take the value according to the content of the problem. Okay, so variable will keep on changing. It is inconsistent. Okay. Then constant term. Constant term. Already we know about the terms. How to identify the algebraic terms? 1, 2, 3 terms I told. Constant term. How we will identify is the term, that is without variable is called as the constant term. See here, among these 3 terms, which term is without variable? Minus 3. Minus 3 is a number, only the numerical arithmetic number that does not have a variable multiplied with that. That is called as the constant term. So the constant term here is minus 3. The constant will not remain change. Constant means it will not change the meaning itself, isn't it? So the constant term will not change. It remains same. Okay. So how to identify the constant term? The number without variable is called as the constant term. Here in this example, minus 3 is the constant term. Okay. The variable used here is x. We use the variable x. The next, coefficient. Coefficient is the numerical value multiplied with the variable is called as as the coefficient. For the first term 5x square, what is the numerical value multiplied with the variable 5? So the coefficient of 5x square, the first term is 5. See, for the second term, the variable is x. What is the coefficient of x? Plus 2. Like this, the numerical value that is multiplied with the variable is called as the coefficient of the term. While taking the coefficient, we have to take along with the sign. So for x square, the coefficient is 5, and for x, the coefficient is 2. Okay. Now, degree, finally degree. Degree means first we have to know about the power. Any variable, the exponent, for example, if I am having x power 5, this exponent is called as a power. This exponent is called as a power. So, for the variable, we will have some powers here. Which is the highest power? For the given expression, for the variable, we will be having some powers. For the given expression, which is the highest power, that is called as the degree of the polynomial. Which is the highest power, that is called as the degree of the polynomial. So if I am asking the power of the first term, means we have to say in the first term the power is 2. Second term the power of the variable is, here nothing, x means we have to take consider it as 1. Okay, x is 1. And for the constant term there is no variable, so we can't identify the power. So if the expression has the different powers, but in that which is the highest power that comes under the degree of the polynomial. So here what are the powers we are having? 2, 1. The variable has the power 2 and 1. Which is the highest power? 2. That is called as the degree of the polynomial. That is called as the degree of the polynomial. So the algebraic term is a combination. Algebraic term itself is a combination of number and variable and sum of mathematical operations. That expression is called as the algebraic expression. Example I gave here, terms. Terms are separated by the mathematical operation by using plus or minus. That each one is called as a term of the algebraic expression. Variable is nothing but always it is represented using the alphabetic letter, any of the alphabetic letter. Familiarly we use x and y. The variable keeps on changing according to the content of the problem. It will not remain same. And a constant term is a number, an arithmetic number without variable is called as the constant term. It remains constant for the problem. Coefficient. The arithmetic value that is multiplied with the variable is called as the coefficient of the variable. Okay. So here for each term we can find the coefficient. Next, degree. The highest power of the expression. The highest power of the expression is called as the degree of the expression. In polynomial, the highest degree of the polynomial is called, the highest power of the polynomial is called as the degree of the polynomial. Okay. Yes. Then you will see about the like terms and unlike terms and about the polynomials and its classification. Now, next thing, like and unlike terms. Okay, how we will identify the like and unlike terms? Like terms means they have the terms of the algebraic expression have same algebraic factors. Okay, or you can identify using the terms which have the same variable. They are called as the like terms. For example, see here I gave 3 terms of an algebraic expression. Okay, what are the like terms here? See, which term has the same variable AB, xy. Okay, so here 3AB and minus 6AB are like terms. No need to see about the coefficient. Okay, so don't worry about the coefficient. Just see the variable and its power. If the variables and its powers are same, then they are said to be the like terms. Unlike terms is just vice versa to that, isn't it? The reverse of the what it is. If the terms are different, okay, if the variables are different in the terms, then they are called as the unlike terms. Okay, so for example, if I am having here 4a square b. Okay, whether they are 3ab minus 6ab, 4a square b are like terms, here also ab, here also ab. No, we have to see the power also. So among this 4, the first and second terms are like term, having the same variable AB, the same power also. No need to compare the coefficient for the like terms. Here we are having 2 next terms. They are called unlike terms because they are different in their algebraic factors. Also in the variable, they are called unlike terms. While adding or subtracting, in your grade 7 you have solved plenty of problems of addition and subtraction of algebraic expression. How you will add or subtract the algebraic expressions? Only you have to add the like terms or subtract the like terms. You have to identify the like terms in the Then we have to add. For addition means we have to add only the like terms. Subtract means we have to subtract only the like terms. Okay. So the like terms plays important roles for addition and subtraction of algebraic expressions. Okay. Then polynomials. What is meant by polynomial? A polynomial is an algebraic expression in which the variable have only positive integral exponents. Okay, the algebraic expressions are said to be the polynomials only when the variables have positive integral exponents. Then only it is called as a polynomial. Okay, under polynomial there are different types. Okay, based on its degree. We learned about the degree, no? Based on the degree and based on the terms, there are types of polynomials. First, we are going to see about based on the terms. Okay, based on the terms, what are the types of polynomial? Because in this section, we are going to learn about the, just we will recall how to add or subtract the algebraic expressions, and we are mainly going to solve about the multiplication of algebraic expressions. That is multiplication of monomial with binomial or monomial with trinomial. We are going to learn the multiplication of polynomial. Okay. First, what is meant by monomial? A polynomial which has only one term is called as a monomial. A polynomial which has only one term. Mono itself will give you the meaning of one. So a polynomial which has only one term is called as a monomial. For example, we can say 3x squared. See here, we are having only one term. There is no other mathematical operation of plus or minus to continue the expression. So any expression that have only one term. You may take 5. 5 is also a number, but it is also a polynomial which has only one term. So they are said to be the monomial. So what is the name monomial? A polynomial which has only one term is called monomial. And what is written binomial? A polynomial which has two terms. Bi means we will say 2. Binomial means a polynomial which has two terms is called as a binomial. For example, we say 3x squared plus 5. It will be combined with the two terms are combined with a mathematical operation plus or minus. Likewise 4y squared minus 6y. See here, these two are example for the binomial. See here, we are having two terms using the mathematical operation plus. Here we are having the two terms using minus. So if any polynomial which has two terms, then it is said to be the binomial. And trinomial. Trinomial means any. Tri means what is the meaning of tri? That is 3. Tri means the value is 3. That means what? If any polynomial that have 3 terms, any polynomial that have 3 terms, it is called as a trinomial. Maybe like this: 3x squared plus 3x minus 5. See here, in this polynomial, how many terms are there? We are having 3 terms. I told that the terms means it will be separated by a mathematical operation plus or minus. So see here, we are having first term 3x squared plus 3x minus 5. So it is separated by the mathematical operation plus and minus. So it is easy to calculate the terms. How many terms are there? 1, 2, 3. So this is called as a trinomial. So in polynomial, first we have discussed here about the types of polynomial: monomial, binomial, trinomial, based on the terms. If one term is, if the expression has only one term, polynomial has only one term, it is monomial. If it has two terms, it is binomial. If it has 3 terms, it is trinomial. If it has more than 4 or more than 4 terms, generally give the name is a polynomial. More than 4 terms means generally you can call it as a polynomial. Now today in this section we are going to see, just we will recall the addition and subtraction of algebraic expression, and mainly we are going to discuss about the multiplication of polynomials. Okay, so let us solve the problems based on this concept now. So children, we have discussed about the basics of algebraic expression. Yes, I told that we are here going to learn the multiplication of polynomials. How to multiply a monomial with binomial or binomial with binomial is. Before that, we will have just a revision of addition and subtraction. Okay, for addition and subtraction, mainly I told that what you have to see is like and unlike terms. What are like terms? If the variables are same, they are the like terms. Okay, the factors of the algebraic terms are same, they are the like terms. So while adding and subtracting, just here for revision I took one addition and subtraction problem. because this will be useful for multiplication. Okay, when multiplying you have to know what is addition and what is subtraction. So for the short division I took two problems here and we will go for the multiplication. Okay, so see here they give three expressions: a b c square minus 5a b c b square is 4a square b c 2a square b square c square, and the third expression 3a square b c minus 4a b c square. Here we are having three algebraic expressions. We have to add this and we have to give the value. How to add this? We have to first arrange this. Okay, a b c square minus 5a b square c. Remove the comma and put plus because we are going to add the expressions. Plus 4a square bc plus 2a square b square c square plus 3a square bc and minus 4ab c square. Just I removed all the commas and we are giving the comma plus expression. Now how to add this? What term should be added? Only the like term should be added or subtracted. So you have to identify the like terms in this expression. How to identify? See, we are having here the variables a, b, c only. I told that you should see the variables as well as the power. No need to compare the coefficient. We have to see the variable and power. If the variables and its powers are equal, the two terms are said to be the like terms. Okay. We will compare for the first term. A, b, c square. Identifying any like term for this a, b, c square. See here we are having a, b, c square. But the coefficient is 4. I told that no need to check the coefficient. Just the variables. So these two terms will be combined. So just rearrange and then we will add or subtract. A, b, c square. If we replace here minus 4 a, b, c square. Okay. So these two terms are finished. A, b square c. Any like terms are there? A, b square c? No, we never have any like term for this. For here, a square b c. Yes. See here, this term and this term are the like terms. Among this, these two are. First two are like terms we identified. See, these are two first like terms. Here again we are identifying a like term. These two. Okay. So just plus 4. A square bc plus 3a square bc. Apart from this, these two are unlike terms because they are having different factors. So they are unlike terms. It cannot be added or subtracted. So keep the terms as it is. Minus 5a b square c and plus 2a square b square c square. Okay. Just regroup here. See. This and this. Other two are unlike terms. Just we rearrange and group the like terms and unlike terms here. Now what we have to do? Based on the mathematical operation we have, just we have to add or subtract the like terms. Here what we are having here? We are having the subtraction symbol. So these two terms should be subtracted. The coefficient here, nothing else we have to take as 1. So 1 minus 4. What is the value of 1 minus 4? Minus 3. Minus 3a b c square. And the second term we are having plus. Okay, we have to add the two like terms. So we have to add only the coefficient. Okay, don't disturb the variables. Just add the coefficient so that it will be combined. So 4 plus 3 it is 7. The coefficient here is 4. Here is 3. So 4 plus 3 is 7 a square bc. The remaining term is minus 5a b square c plus 2a square b square c square. So if we add these three expressions, this is the final answer. Just the like terms are added and other terms just we are keeping as it is because they didn't have the like pair. Okay. So this way, whatever the expression you are having algebraic expression, just add using this way. Just identify the like terms and add the like terms coefficients of the like terms. Okay. Next, subtraction. Here two expression is given to subtract. Okay, subtract means we have to minus, find the difference. Okay, so whatever two terms, 3x square minus 6xy plus 4y square. Subtract means we have to use the symbol minus of 9x square. Whenever you are using the subtraction symbol, open a bracket. Okay, we are having the three terms. The minus is common for all the three terms. So open a bracket. After that, minus symbol should be go inside for each and every term. So minus 3y square plus 3xy. We are going to subtract now. First get the sign inside. The subtraction sign inside the value. So 3x square minus 6xy plus 4y square minus 9x square. Minus into minus, the next term will become plus. So plus 3y square. Again minus into plus will become minus. This minus is common for all the three terms. So minus into plus minus, minus into minus plus, minus into plus again minus 3xy. Isn't it? Now we open the bracket there. Now see, identify the like terms. Okay, identify the like terms. What are we are having? For 3x square, we like terms the 3x square term is here. Just rearrange the expression. Then we will add or subtract. First rearrange the expression. 3x square minus 3x square minus 9x square. Okay, we are just rearranging the expression to make simply how to solve it. Okay, now find for the second term in like term is the variable is x and y. Yes, we are having the last term as the like term for that. Again rearrange that. Minus 6xy minus 3xy. So this is also finished. Isn't it? It has a term. And for 4y square also we are finding a like term here. So plus 4y square plus 3y square. If we find the like term once, we can subtract or add it directly also. But for our convenience to do it clearly, just rearrange the given expression pair of like terms. Okay, now do that. What is 3 minus 9? That is minus 6x square. Here we are having the subtraction. As I told before, while adding or subtracting the like terms, we have to add or subtract only the coefficient. This variable should keep common. So 3 minus 9 is minus 6x square. And here minus 6 minus 3 is minus 9xy. 4 plus 3 is plus 7y square. So the subtracting, if you subtract this two algebraic expression, the value is minus 6x square minus 9xy plus 7y square. Okay, I hope now you remember the thing how to add the algebraic expression and subtract the algebraic expression. With these two examples, you can recall the portions what you have learned in the 7th grade, isn't it? Now we are going to start the first exercise. That is, the exercise is based on the multiplication of polynomials. Now we are going to solve the problem in exercise 6.1. In this exercise, we are going to multiply our monomial by monomial, monomial by binomial, binomial by like that. We are going to multiply and see the result of the polynomials. Okay. See here, in the first problem, we are having some sets of monomial. We have to multiply a monomial by a monomial. Okay. For this, we have to recall our exponent rule. Have you remembered the laws of exponents? Yes. In that we have learned the basic rule a power m into a power n. What is the result of a power m plus n? Okay, keep this rule in your mind because we are going to multiply the monomial with monomial. When you are multiplying the base, same value, same variable, we have to add the powers. Okay, while multiplying the base, we have to add the powers. So recall this rule while multiplying this. Now, see here, we are having 3 by 5 into xy square by 7 by 2 x square y. We have to multiply this and get the value. So first change the symbol because we have to multiply now 3 by 5 xy square into 7 by 2 x square y. By means, read the question multiply by, we have to multiply. So replace the word by the symbol operation, mathematical operation, multiplication. Now, see here we are having some variables and numbers. The arithmetic number will be multiplied with the arithmetic number and the variable should be multiplied with the variable. Here we can multiply the same variables. If x plus x should be multiplied with x, y plus y will be multiplied with y. Like that you have to multiply only the same variables. First, if I multiply the numbers 3 by 5 into 7 by 2. And what is the next thing we are having? Xy square into x square y. Here if I multiply we have to multiply the variables now. So if I multiply this, what will be the variable here? X are the same variable. Use this rule. So we are going to multiply x into x square. That means here we have to take the power 1. Simply x plus the power is here represented as 1. So use the rule. Then only you can get the product. That means the value is x power 2 plus 1. That is x power 3. But for each and everything we can't do this as a rough column. Just remember that if the base are same, while multiplying we have to add the powers. So what are the base then here? X into x square. So 2 plus 1 is 3. So x cube. Likewise y square into y. Here 2, here the power is 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. So x cube, y cube. So the product of this two monomial. See here, this is a monomial, this is a monomial. If you multiply, the value is 21 by 10, x cube, y cube. See the second example problem here. Minus 11 p cube power 5 by minus 11 p cube rt. Here also we are going to multiply the monomial by monomial. That means first you place minus 11 p cube power 5 into minus 11 p cube rt. First multiply the negative value, that is minus 11 into minus 11. The remainder is p cube power 5 into p cube rt. Minus into minus, we know the basic rules of arithmetic now. Use it. Minus into minus will be plus. 11 into 11 it is 121. Minus into minus plus 11 into 11 121. Now see the variables here. P is there, here also p is there. What is the power of p here? 3. Here 1. Use the exponent rule. So 3 plus 1 is 4. If you multiply, add the powers. So 3 power 4. Then q. There is no q variable in the next term. So q cannot be multiplied there. So q will remain same. There is no variable to multiply with that. So q into 1 is q. That's it. Then we are having the different variables r and t. There is no same variable to multiply for it. So they will get in the same power. Okay, if the same base is that, we have to add the power and multiply. If no power is there, just retain the same power for the given variable. So the product of this two is 121 p power 4 q power 5 r into t. See the second problem, multiply 3a square b by minus 8 b cube c power 5. Also evaluate the product a is equal to 2, b is equal to 1 and c is equal to minus 1. What is the question given there? They gave to multiply the two monomials. The two monomials are given, we have to multiply and get the value. After that, we have to evaluate the product of that. That means the answer should be evaluated using the value. For replace the value a is equal to 2, b is equal to 1 and c is equal to minus 1. Let us see what is the value we are getting. First what we have to do? We have to multiply the given, isn't it? What is the given monomials? 3a square b into minus 8 b cube c power 5. Okay, we are in the question again, multiply. So we are multiplying this. How to multiply the arithmetic numbers? So minus 8 plus 3, minus 8 is 24. See here variable a is there, but there is no variable a, so a will have the same power. It is the same power a square. B, for b we are having the pair here. So b power 1, b power 3 is b power 4. Just we have to add the powers using the exponent rule. And c doesn't have the pair, so just it will retain its own power. So minus 24 a square b power 4 c power 5. This is the product what we got. But in the question extra they asked evaluate for a is equal to 2, b is equal to 1, c is equal to minus 1. So we have to evaluate this now. Is now minus 24 a square b power 4 c power 5. Just we are going to substitute the value of a, b, c. That is minus 24. What is the value of a? 2. So 2 square. And what is the value of b? 1. 1 power 4. And what is the value of c? Minus 1 whole power 5. See, here we are using the laws of experiments in many ways, isn't it? In middle of the problem we are using the laws, so be thorough with the laws also. See here, minus 24. 2 square means we have to 2 square means we have to evaluate for 2 times. 2 is 4. So 24 into 4. 1 power 4. The number 1 to any power is always 1. So it is 1. Here we are having minus 1 whole power 5. Have you remembered the rule? If minus has the even power, the answer will be positive. If minus has the odd power, the answer will be negative. Isn't it? In 7th standard we have learned the laws of exponent. We discussed many problems in that chapter. Just recall once all the laws. Okay. So here we are having minus 1. This is different from this. Here we are having plus 1 only. 1 to the any power is always 1. But here we are having minus 1. See the power of minus 1. We are having odd number. Odd number means the value will be minus 1. If it is even power, it will become plus 1. Okay. Now multiply. 4 into 1 is 4. 4 into minus 1 is minus 4. So we got minus 24 into minus 4. Minus into minus will become plus. 24 into 4 we have to multiply. So 4 are 16 and 96. The value is plus 96. So if I find the product and evaluate, the final answer is equal to 96. See the next problem, children. The third problem is given as simplify. Nothing, we have to multiply. In that any simplification is come, we have to simplify and give the answer. Okay. See here 4a power 4 b cube into 3b square c power 4 into 1 by 6 a square b power 5 c power 4. If you got the 3 power 4 monomial to multiply this, just see whether it is possible to number to simplify that. If it is possible to simplify and multiply that. Okay. First collect down coefficients. 4 into 3 into 1 by 6. And multiply the variables a power 4 b cube into b square c power 4 into a square b power 5 c power 7. Now see here the numbers. We know that no numbers. Yeah. In our real number chapters we have to answer the numbers simplified. Okay. And doing the problems. Just simplify. 2 to the 4, 3 to the 6. Apart from this, we can't simplify this. Yes, we are having 3 and 3 here. So 3 and 3 will get cancelled. 4, 3, 1 by 6 is there. So I am simplifying first by 2, 2 to the 4, 3 to the 6. Again 3 will get cancelled. So the number only we are having is 2. So the numbers are simplified here. After this, go for the variable. We have to multiply each and every variable now. For that, first see the right variables. Here a is there, here a is there. Again, remember the rule. What is the rule? A power m into a power n is equal to a power m plus n. Remember the rule. Okay. So a power 4, a square. You have to add the powers. 4 plus 2, which is 6. So a power 6. B terms, b cube, b square, b power 5. So we have to add the powers. Okay. So what are the having? B cube, b square, b power 5. If you multiply this, we have to add the powers. 3, 4, 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. So b power 10. And come for the c term. In the first one we didn't have c. Here and here only. So 7 plus 4 is 11. C power 11. That's it. Simplify means just you have to multiply and given a simplified answer. The numbers reduced to 2. Here, if you multiply the variables, you are getting a power 6, b power 10, c power 11. Now, see here, in the fourth problem, we are multiplying a monomial with a binomial. Monomial with binomial is nothing but you have to multiply this monomial to each term of the binomial. You have to multiply the monomial to each term of the binomial. Okay, so how to multiply this 3xy into 4xy, the first term. In middle we are having the symbol minus. Already I told that whenever you are using negative, just open the bracket 3xy into 5xz. 3xy into 5xz. Now multiply. Now see, if you remove the bracket monomial into monomial, monomial into monomial, it is simple. So whenever you are multiplying a monomial with binomial, just multiply the monomial term with each term of the binomial. If you want, you can separate like this and write. Okay. Now multiply. 3 4s are 12. 2 x terms are there. X plus x into x is x square. Y into y is y square. And we are having the negative symbol minus operation. Again multiply. 5 3s are 15. X square and y is z. Because x has the power to multiply. Y and z are the single terms, just like y and z. They are not like terms, so they cannot be added and subtracted. So this is the final answer. Okay, yes children, until now we have seen about the basics of algebra and how to to express the algebraic expression and what are the things in algebraic expression like terms, variables, constant and everything. And three types of polynomial based on terms: monomial, binomial and trinomial. And we started solving the problems based on how to multiply the monomial with monomial, or how to simplify the monomials using multiplication, and how to multiply a monomial with binomial. So we have completed up to the fourth problem. Based on this problem, you will be getting your assignment PDF also. Use the same rule and same method, follow the same manner and complete your assignment problems also. Thank you children.